Yo, this is Perverse, and I'm here with another video explaining why I dissed Mindfuck. And this video was before the whole Rudy thing popped off, before I met Rudy, before I even knew who Rudy was. You know, this was the Mindfuck, and Mindfuck was on IG for most of the time. You know, he saw what I was doing. We became friends, and so, he started to like what I was doing because I was posting stuff. He started to like it. We became friends, and then I went on one of his live streams, and that's when we formed a connection. We formed a connection to each other, and we started becoming friends, and we started talking, and, we was cool with each other for a while, you know what I'm saying, and we was talking to each other for a while. We was friends, and then all of a sudden, it just like, he was talking about his band, Reflections, and how he wanted to start his band and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that was cool. We became friends. We hooked up. We were talking about the whole new metal, rap rock scene and stuff like that. And we became friends over that. And then all of a sudden, it's just like something happened. It's like he kept going on these live streams, and he kept going on these live streams. He kept tagging me, and he kept wanting to make his brand my brand. And I was like, "Yo, man, just stop, man, just stop." I'm Perverse. You're doing the Reflections and the Mindful thing. Just keep it at that. But he wanted to connect the two. And that's when it became a problem, and I had to tell him, stop putting that mindfuck stuff, that reflection, not the mindfuck stuff, but stop putting your reflection stuff on top of my mindfuck stuff, and stop sending me to your live streams because, it's kind of getting old. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of busy. I don't have time to keep going to your live streams. That's all I said. You know what I'm saying? And I even have the receipts to prove it. But, it's like that one thing that I said, it really got under his skin. And he was like, oh, chill out, bro. It's not that big of a deal, man. I always ask people to my live streams. And I said, I'm just saying, man, it's not a big deal, but just don't add me to your live streams no more. I don't want to go on your live streams no more. That's all I said. And he took it personal and then started blocking me. And then a couple months later, I was like, I gotta diss somebody. You know what I'm saying? So let me start dissing Mindfuck because he blocked me. You know what I'm saying? Over just me saying I didn't want to be on his live streams no more. But he kept trying to put his Reflections brand on top of my brand. I don't want to connect with his stuff because it's gonna get in the way of my stuff. That's all I was saying. And he took it personal. And that's when I said, I'm going to diss Mindfuck next. I put it on my story, and then he saw it, and I had blocked him a long time ago, and he had saw it, and he was like, oh, these guys are trying to diss me. These guys are trying to diss me, Mindfuck. And then Rudy got involved, and Rudy was my friend at the time, and he got involved in it. And that's when, we both was going at each other. And I met Rudy on YouTube, so that's how I met Rudy, on YouTube. And I didn't go off into that until the last video because it would be too much. But I met Rudy on YouTube, and Rudy got involved, and that's when we started going at it, and we made the diss track. And he kept going on my page. He kept, blocking me, reporting pages I would put. I kept making memes about him. He would report the memes and say it was harassment. I was harassing him and stuff like that. And we was getting in the back and forth. He kept coming on my page. I had to keep taking him off. He kept saying I was looking at his stories for ammunition. He said, oh, you keep going under different accounts. And to this day, I still go under different accounts because he doesn't know it. He doesn't know which accounts I go under. You know what I'm saying? I still look at his page. He's not really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Really nothing in general that's catching my eye like, oh, nah, man, his career is done, man. It's just he's going back to that reflection stuff, and it's just like his career is over now. It's just he lost his steam, man. He can't come back from that diss track. You know what I'm saying? But he's not doing nothing special. He put out that one album, it flopped. All his projects flopped. Only gets like only 20 plays, and then you don't hear from him no more. It's like, okay, man, just stop. You just flopped. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just it with the Mindfuck. That's what whole started the whole Mindfuck thing. And he used to be friends with me. Then he got mad because I didn't want to be on his live streams no more. And then I dissed him. I called him out. And then he tries to go on my page to insult me. And he gets dissed back by me and Rudy before me and Rudy got started dissing each other. This is when me and Rudy was still cool. This is before me and Rudy, started, started dissing each other. But that was that. Rudy dissed him. He made his own diss track, and that's when he couldn't come back with nothing. He said he didn't want to diss me because he didn't want to give me no clout. And it's like, bro, you have no clout. You only have 10K followers, but none of them really engage with your posts like that. So it's like, what clout do you have? So it's like, okay. So that was that with the whole Mindful thing. That's what whole started the whole Mindful thing. Why Mindful, got dissed. That's all I wanted to say about that. So yeah, man, that's what happened with that. And he ain't been heard of since. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to come up with that reflection stuff. It's not working. He wanted to ruin my brand by mixing that with my brand, and I said no, I'm not having it. That's why we fell out. So that's the scoop on that. This is PV. I'm signing out.